Cluster feeding is when your baby goes from eating on a pretty regularly paced schedule, say 8 to 12 times a day, to wanting to suddenly breastfeed nonstop. Most moms report this happening in the evening or maybe even through the night, but it can happen at any point in the day. And cluster feeding spells will last a few days, then baby will go back to their regular feeding schedule. Cluster feeding is normal baby behavior, and it's great for your milk supply. When your baby latches, your body sends out hormones that help increase your milk supply. So, if you're latching more frequently, you'll start to make more milk. It's called supply and demand, and it's the best way to increase your supply. You might start wondering, am I going to run out of milk? Luckily, your breast will continuously make milk regardless of if you just fed. They aren't these balloons that must fill up between feedings before you can feed your baby again. If your baby is latched, they're initiating supply. Your first experience with cluster feeding will be just a couple days after you deliver, when your baby is latching frequently to stimulate the transition from colostrum to mature milk. After that, babies typically cluster feed when they are going through a growth spurt. So usually this happens between week 1 and 3 or week 6 to 8 and sometime in month 3, month 6, or month 9. Also, if your baby's routine changes, like starting daycare, they may cluster feed. And if they are sick or teething, they may cluster feed. These cluster feeds are for comfort and are just as good for them as any other cluster feed is. Your baby's output and weight gain will tell you if they are getting enough milk. If you're getting lots of wet and dirty diapers, it's a great sign your baby's getting enough nutrients. Your baby's weight gain will also let you know if they're getting enough. WIC can do a weight check if you're nervous about your baby's growth. Just feed your baby on demand and forget the clock. Drink lots of water and take care of yourself, both mentally and physically. And remember this mantra to help you through. Cluster feeding is good for my milk supply, so it's good for my baby. You're doing a great job, and if you need help, WIC is here for you.